here again. It's very exciting. It's well into summer. It's about halfway through summer now. I hope everyone is having a wonderful summer so far. I know that I certainly am. And I have to say, we've been doing all kinds of really cool themes for Musical Thursday lately, but I wanted to take things back to basics just for today. We are going to do a couple more show tunes. I have not done a show tunes segment here for quite some time just by myself. And coming up over the next couple of weeks, I have some really cool new themes coming up. So I wanted to do something familiar, something basic today, so that we're going to take off right again into loony territory going forward. I have some really cool things planned, including a little more of that having people in here. I love having people in here doing duets and stuff. So I have a little more of that planned as well. So welcome to those of you just joining in. Hello, hello. I'm not going to be doing trivia today, only because I feel like we're doing show tunes. And over on Patreon, you guys voted for a whole lot of songs. So I am going to be performing more than 3 in this episode. I figured I would fill the time with just a little more music because, again, back to basics today, doing all the standards that you guys know and love. You've picked them over on Patreon, and I'm going to get started in just a minute here. Let me make sure. Oh, hello. People are joining. Hi. Okay. So I'm just going to get started here. Again, no trivia today. The next couple of episodes, I've got it for you. So let's just get started with some basic stuff here. Have a little fun. Enjoying the summer, relaxed. That's what summer should be, relaxed. Easy going, easy stuff. All right. There's something sweet and almost kind, but he was mean and he was coarse and unrefined. Now he's dear and so unsure. I wonder why I didn't see it there before. I should have done trivia for this one. I think I did trivia for this one before. She glanced this way, I thought I saw, and when we touched, she didn't shudder at my paw. No, it can't be, I'll just ignore her. But then she's never looked at me that way before. You and a bit alarming. Who'd have ever thought that this could be true? That he's not Prince Charming, but there's something in him that I simply didn't see. Well, who'd have thought? Well, who'd have known? And who'd have guessed they'd come together on their own? We'll wait and see a few days more. There may be something there that wasn't there before. There may be something there that wasn't there before. Perhaps there's something there that wasn't there before. All right, good choice, Patreon. That's a good one. All right. There we go. Oh, that was a really long song. Hi, and welcome to everybody joining me just now, and thank you for the likes and loves. Yeah, so again, we are just doing more show tunes today. I'm just doing all of the stuff that you guys voted for over on Patreon. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hi, guys. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Kyle. How are you doing today? I hope everybody's having a relaxing summer. I hope everyone's doing something fun with their summer. I have been enjoying the beach a little too much. My legs are not the same color as the rest of me because I may have forgotten to put sunscreen on them the last time I was down on the beach. So I hope that you're having as good a summer as I am having with a lot less sunburn. So, oh good, I'm so glad. But yeah, over on Patreon, you guys really, I mean, it was not a tie, but you guys kind of voted for all of the songs I presented across the board. So I'm going to hit as many of them as I can. Like I was saying before, there is no trivia today because I wanted to just throw in more music, which is, in my opinion, way more fun. So thank you so much. I'm glad you like it. It's summery. It's summery. I actually had a cabaret show. Thank you. I had a cabaret show today where I sang all of my 1950s review, and I kind of wore this, and I felt very summery and breezy and nice. So figured I'd just leave it on for Musical Thursday. I'm looking nice. Although I did take my high heels off. It's summer. I'm not dealing with it. So the next song you guys selected. Oh, this one got the most votes. This one definitely got the most votes. So I'm going to do this one now. I was surprised this one got the most votes. I love this show. I've been in Beauty and the Beast as a kid. I did summer theater camp, and I was in Beauty and the Beast. I played the wardrobe. I was the littlest wardrobe you ever saw. And I was also in this next show. You guys have selected a song from Oliver. I love that show. I was in that show many years ago. I don't want to say how many years ago. I did not play this role, but this is actually, I don't know if this is dream role. I really don't have any, but I would love to perform this role. I think it's got so much grit to it. It's a very heavy role that also requires so much comedy. Thanks. You're just on it. You're just on it with the jokes. And you know what? I actually appreciate them because I love a good dad joke. I just have to act like I'm disgusted because I can't accept the dad joke. You know what I mean? Like, you have to pretend you don't like them. They're grown worthy. But no, I don't know if you guys were watching on Nat 21 on Tuesdays now. I am a GM of the game over on Nat 21's Twitch. And I told possibly the worst dad joke of my life live during that show. So dad joke away. You can't top the terrible joke that I told a couple of days ago. So anyway, I'm going to do this one from Oliver. This is the song that you guys really, really wanted over on Patreon. So here we go. As long as he needs me, oh yes, he does need me, in spite of what you see. I know that he needs me. Who else would love him still when they've been used so ill? I know I always will, as long as he needs me. I miss him so much when he's gone, but when he's near me, I don't let on. The way I feel inside, the love I have to hide, the hell I've got, my pride, as long as he needs me. When someone needs you, you love them so. I won't betray his trust. Though people say I've got to stay true, just as long as he needs me. That's kind of a sad song. I'm bringing it down. I'm sorry, but I'm surprised. That was the one you guys wanted. I love that song. I love that show. It's such a weird show too because it starts off kind of sad in like a cheeky British way, and then it gets like wild and crazy and very funny and bright and colorful, and then you hit act 2 and you're like, oh my. And then the show ends with this very sad, lamenting, slow song. It doesn't end on a big note. It doesn't end on a big thing. It's just the one character is sort of contemplating quietly in song, and then it's just curtain down, and everybody go home now. And you're like, I don't want to go home. Anyway, I do actually love that show. I encourage this. I really do. I want you to know. I'm going to say no, but I'm actually encouraging it. But no, that's mean. Don't do that. But also, thank you. That's very funny. Okay. All right. I'm gonna do 4 songs today. So let me get to the next one before I run out. Oh! I'm really glad you guys picked this one. This is from Avenue Q, and I'm gonna just look real quick at the first lyrics because I always get tongue-tied. So, there's a fine, fine line between a lover and a friend, and there's a fine, fine line between reality and pretend, and you never know till you reach the top if it was worth the uphill climb. There's a fine, fine line between love and a waste of time. There's a fine, fine line between a fairy tale and a lie. And there's a fine, fine line between your wonderful and goodbye. I guess if someone doesn't love you back, it isn't such a crime. But there's a fine, fine line between love and a waste of time. And I don't have the time to waste on you anymore. I don't think that you even know what you're looking for. For my own sanity, I've got to close the door and walk away. Oh, there's a fine, fine line between a lover and a friend. And there's a fine, fine line between what you wanted and what you got. You've got to go after the things you love while you're still in your pride. There's a fine, fine line between love and a waste of time. I'm realizing now that the rest of the songs, including that one, are all pretty much downers. And I'm only at 14 minutes here. So I think, with your permission, folks watching, I'm just going to keep going. Because I realize like the next song I'm going to do is also a downer. And it's weird because this is from Avenue Q and this is the only song that's a downer in the whole show. Like I could have sung If You Were Gay. That's a great song. Why didn't I do that? Yeah, so how about this? I'm going to sing all of the songs that you guys on Patreon have selected, and I'm gonna throw in a couple more. Let me throw in a random one. Let me just do this because you know what? I'm getting downer vibes right now. I'm getting a little sad. Oh gosh. I know I have so many options. Yeah, I'm with you. Oh my gosh. Chef's kiss. That's beautiful. No Menomina. I'm not even pulling that up. No Menomina. I've done Menomina so many times. No Menomina. No. Ooh. That's a great idea. I got you. I got a nice inspirational one. How about that? Good idea. Anthony, save the day. Here we go. Good call. See, it's like a total request. I actually have Total Request Live Part 2 coming up. Not this month, but next month. So I think. I can't read my writing. Anyway, it's on my calendar. It's like so small. It's somewhere on there. All right. Okay. This one's also slow, but it's nice. It's not a downer. It's pretty. There's a place for us, somewhere, a place for us, peace and quiet and open air, wait for us somewhere. There's a time for us, someday a time for us, time together with time to spare, time to love, time to care, somehow, somewhere, we'll find a new way of living. We'll find a way of forgiving somewhere. There's a place for us, somewhere, a place for us. Hold my hand and we're halfway there. Hold my hand and I'll take you there. Somehow, someday, All right, that was a really good choice. Thank you guys. Oh my gosh. Okay. Absolutely. 100%. I would love to add Don't Rain on My Parade to this roster. Maybe I'm going to do that soon. I can't do that today. I don't have a track for it. But what a great idea. No, it's fantastic. I would recommend anyone who hasn't seen Funny Girl with Barbra Streisand. It is perfection. It is a perfect movie. It really is. Everyone is cast perfectly. She's stellar. It's iconic. So, all right, I'm going to tell a story. I'm going to tell a quick story. Would you like to hear a nice quick story? Because I have enough time to tell one because I'm not doing trivia. All right. This is kind of a two-part story here. First of all, the most challenging thing I have ever done in a show to this day was when I played the role of Maria in West Side Story. To this day, musically, it was the hardest role I've ever had to sing, not because of all the high notes, not because of all the lyrics, because the reprise begins in the midst of the most moving scene, emotionally and physically, that I have ever done. No spoilers here. We've all heard of Romeo and Juliet and West Side Story. It's the same story. Pew pew, right? And then almost dead person. And then you start as Maria, kneeling, sobbing, going, hold my hand and we are halfway there, right? Oh, da, da. No music, right? Right? Da, da, someday, he dies, you don't finish it. And then the entire orchestra comes in, strings, right? So if you start it on the wrong note, it ruins the show, the whole show. And they don't give you that note. You have to pull it out of your ear or out of somewhere else. You just have to know. You have to have good enough pitch that in the middle of all that, the crying, the blood pack, the everybody staring, the audience holding their breath, and the fizzing in the air fizzes in that moment in the show. It's incredible. It's like electric. It's on fire. And you, on your knees, weeping, have to find that note. Because if you don't hit the right note and you start that little a cappella back and forth on the wrong note. When the orchestra comes in, it ruins it. To this day, it is the hardest thing I've ever had to do. Ever. So, second part of that is, it is the story. The story was bound to come out sometime, so I'm going to tell it now very quickly, and then I'm going to wrap this show up with the last song. So in that show, if you're familiar with it, Maria wears a beautiful white fluffy dress. And lots of ruffles, a big thing, it's a big, beautiful white dress with the red belts around it, that red waist piece. Gorgeous, right? And at the end of the show, it's implied that she's going to wear that dress for them to run off and get really married together and not just like fake married like they do in the whatever. That dress was so fluffy and beautiful. It was eyelet lace. It was gorgeous. You want another short joke? Those of you who know me, I am not a big person. I am a very small person. The person who was playing Tony was 6 feet tall, very broad shoulders, not a big dude, just like a big dude. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you're just a big guy. And in the course of events of the show, his belt, he had a belt with a buckle, had turned to the back. So the belt buckle was on the back of his pants. The belt had just turned. Yeah, fight scenes and all that stuff. Running around, jumping, getting shot in the chest and dying. It'll turn your belt around. So his belt buckle was on the back. And he, was on my knees, on my beautiful eyelet lace dress. And he dies. Dead weight. And then I have to kind of scoot myself out from underneath, stand up, and deliver the most powerful monologue possibly ever written in a play for at least for like a young woman character. Maria goes on this rant about how violence is not the answer, and if you're going to shoot him, well, I'm going to shoot the rest of you, and all this stuff. Unfortunately, my skirt didn't come with me. Yes, you heard that right. The eyelet lace got caught on the belt. I stood, the skirt stayed. So, yes, that monologue is intense. It's the, give me the gun, Chino, and then you do the thing, and then you take it, and you look at it, and how many bullets are left, and then you hold it, and you accuse everybody, and it's this whole thing. And I did it with a ripped skirt. But I hit the note before that, so I feel like it was a win, even though it was loose. So that was my two-part story. Thank you for asking. Speaking of shows that I was in where stuff went wrong, I will tell you one last story. I love how this wasn't trivia. This just became like stories of things that happened to me on a stage, which is always fun. I have so many. Let me tell you about Universal. Not today. Next show. Next show will remind me to tell you some of those. But all right. I performed Les Mis several times. That's not a brag. I played Cosette every time. So, I loved it. I love Cosette. But anyway, one of the times I performed it, we had a turntable, like the classic turntable. And the problem with turntables is when they get stuck, it's fun because when it comes back, it moves the entire way. So if it's supposed to start turning this way, but it gets jammed here, it's going to end up here quickly. So it's going to, and then finish the rest of the way. And if you're on it, amazing. You understand my skirt ripping horror, but yours was worse because it was in front of like little children. At least most of our audiences were adults. But that's awkward. That's awkward. But anyway, so if you're on a turntable and it gets stuck, it'll jerk to here and then keep moving. So the turntable began at the very end of A Heart Full of Love. In beautiful Cosette and Marius are singing to each other. And there's this beautiful high C. And the turntable's supposed to start moving on, if you know the song, Not a Dream After All, you're supposed to start moving on Not a Dream After All. You turn out, the gate turns in, and then the next scene happens on the outside of the gate. It's really cool, really awesome. It's like the original staging of the show. It's awesome. However, the turntable got stuck. So, it was not a dream, and it wasn't moving, it wasn't moving, it wasn't moving, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna figure it out. And then I hit my high C, oh, and as I hit my beautiful high C, it jerked forward. It was not a dream after. Because I almost went flying. So, yeah, that happened. It depends on how bad it ripped. So I was still covered. I was wearing, usually when you do shows, you're wearing a lot of undergarments, especially because you have to do a million quick changes. So for me personally, I had on white, like a white slip dress underneath. So I kept going because it wasn't worth it. If I was like in my underwear, I would have been like, that's enough. But no. That was actually, that's happened before, like a lot. Usually it's polite to keep mints on you and stuff, but I've definitely drank coffee and then like forgot to put a mint in, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. Yeah, yours. I remember you telling that story. So anyway, before I run out of time to do this, I was talking Les Mis. I'm going to end on a lovely downer, I guess. But the good thing is I have a VIP encore show starting in just a few minutes. As soon as I am finished here, I'm going to head over there. If you don't already have the link to that, that is available scrolling on the screen at the bottom there. That is how you can access that. Just throw a tip into Venmo.com/Chris-Koya. I can say that. And I will give you that link. And those of you over on Patreon who already have that link, or if you don't know, it's up on Patreon now. So here is, now I did not play this role, but it is one of the best songs in the entire show. So I'm going to end on a little very pretty note. I'll say pretty. On my own, pretending he's beside me. All alone, I walk with him till morning. Without him, I feel his arms around me. And when I lose my way, I close my eyes, and he has found me. In the rain, the pavement shines like silver. All the lights are misty in the river. In the darkness, the trees are full of starlight, and all I see is him and me, forever and forever. And I know it's only in my mind that I'm talking to myself and not to him. And although I know that he is blind, still I say there's a way for us. I love him, but when the night is over, he is gone. The river's just a river. In the darkness, the world around me changes. The trees are buried everywhere. The streets are full of strangers. I love him, but every day I'm learning. All my life, I've only been pretending. Without me, his world will go on turning. That world is full of happiness that I have never known. I love him. I love him. I love him, but only on my All right, guys, thank you so much. Yes, it's bedtime. Cosette plays Epidine. It's fine. I was just mad that Cosette's the only one that doesn't get dirt in the entire show. She stays clean the entire show, and it's frustrating because everyone else got to get like dirt smears and stuff, and they could take them off and whatever, but I just stayed clean. It was no fun. So anyway, I would like to thank you all for joining me today. Next week we are going to do some other cool themes. I just felt like it was nice to do a little Showtunes. I wanted to share with you that this Sunday we are back. Happy 4th of July, everyone, from last week. This week we're back on Sunday with not just a new episode of Contessa Catalina's Wine Mixer live, but we also have a new segment of Let's Get Weird with Morgan. And I know I didn't advertise it. I'm going to have to change it because I didn't include that Lady Rosaline is joining us as well. So it's going to be a fun time. I have some great questions coming in, and you guys over on Patreon, make sure you let us know what topics or questions you would like for us to talk about. And I have no idea what Lady Morgan has in store for me for Let's Get Weird with Morgan. So I'm going to find out pretty much when you guys do. So this is going to be very exciting. I also would like to thank everyone. Thank you. Yes, Lady Rosaline, she's coming on. I'm so excited. I would like to thank everyone for supporting me, for voting over on Patreon. If you are not currently a member of Patreon and you're interested, that is patreon.com/Christina Koya. Yes, tiers start at just $2. I had to think about that for a second. Tiers start at just $2. That is where you're going to be able to vote for the music that I sing on Musical Thursdays, submit the questions that you would like for the Wine Mixer, and all sorts of other perks and exciting things like backstage videos, bonus music Wednesdays, all kinds of stuff. So if you're interested in that, check that out. And also a huge thank you to all my Patreon subscribers, especially my extra spicy sponsors. That's Wookie Gunner, Robert L, Kyle F, Brian G, Emmy R, and Anton S. And a special thanks to my top sponsors, Marco, Dan K, and Tommy A. You guys rock. And yeah, if you're not currently, you can also follow me on TikTok. And on Instagram, I am adding a lot of new things. I had a wonderful photo shoot that is Catalina in all kinds of fancy historical fantasy stuff. So that is at Soft Autumn Ingenue over on Instagram. I'm going to get going and start my VIP Encore show. Those of you who would need that link, make sure you're throwing a tip in the tip jar below. And I will see some of you over there. For the rest of you guys, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. Hopefully I'll see you Sunday. If not, I'll see you next Thursday. Bye, everybody.